Hi everyone, it's Magicini here. I'm just going to show you how to use some features in QuPath to do some kind of simple image analysis. So first thing here, as you can see on my screen, I've downloaded QuPath, and then we're just going to accept this and get started. And then, so I have some slides set up here. So the easiest way I find to get slides in here is actually just to take the slide you want and drag it into QuPath. And then it's going to open up here. It'll take a second to open here and recognize. And I've had it pre-set up as an H&E image, but just to note, if you ever need to change it, you just click on the image here and then image type, and then you can indicate what type of image it is, whether it's an H&E or whether it's an H&E step. That's fine. This is actually an important step if we're going to do some image analysis. And so for this tutorial, what I'm going to show you to do is the first thing is to create a grid. And so for this, you basically just go to um, View, Set Grid Spacing, and then this right here, this number 1414. So that's the horizontal, and then the vertical of the grid is the same. And so those two multiplied together will get us to the equivalent of 2 millimeters squared. And it's really important here to make sure that you check use microns. And so it's not using pixels for that. And so then once we have that, we then just go show grid, or you can also press Shift and G, and then you'll see that there's this grid down here. And so this will then allow us to then count mitotic figures. So if you zoom in, you can then start to see mitotic figures. And then what you can then do is you can then use the counting function. So it's this button right here. And then this will bring up a new count. So you just click add, and then we can start counting. So say that we think that's one, you click this again, and then you can start moving around. And so usually what I do is I go take one grid, and I start in the top left, and I basically move my way across, um, looking throughout the entire field as we go across. One thing is that it's often better to have a smaller window size here than a large one on a large thing, because there's a lot of real estate and you can easily miss mitotic figures as you're going across. And so, yeah, and then, just for the sake of things, we identify some more mitotic figures as we're going through. Not sure, that one's a little hyperchromatic there, but let's add it. So you click this again, and then there. And then, so say that you had your resident redo this, they would basically come with this QuPath file that you could then open up. And then what you can do is you can then review their points that they showed. And you can say, oh, yes, I agree, that's one of the prophase one, whereas this one, you could potentially disagree with it and remove that one. And so this is a way of getting fairly accurate counts of mitotic figures, as well as documenting on slide. And then this can be saved as well. Yeah, so here's how to use the grid spacing and the counting function to count features such as mitotic figures. Thanks, hope everyone has a good day.